afternoon. Thank you again for all of our suppliers and our buyers who've joined us up until now.
Welcome, everybody. My name's David Frost. I'm the CEO of SATSA, and an absolute privilege and pleasure to be partnering with Ugu South Coast Tourism to bring this mega fam to fruition. As has been mentioned, we've done a number of these around the country, and you know, from all accounts and from all our buyer members' perspectives, these things are particularly useful. And it's very important in these times that sometimes can be a bit dark and can be a bit depressing in terms of the state of play that we find ourselves in from an inbound perspective. It's really important to actually keep unearthing and keep opening up to a buying community the amazing array of product that we have in the various parts of the country. And when one looks at the South Coast, and really just one of the great jewels that South Africa has, I mean, privileged to have held our last SATSA conference. And I don't know if we'll ever get back to that same level, but we held that conference in July 2019 at the Wild Coast Sun, and it was probably one of the best events we've done. I mean, the spirit, the gees, the substance of the conference as well were sort of second to none. And you know, there was a healthy presence and support that we had from Ugu South Coast Tourism there. So we're happy to build on that, and grateful for the opportunity to partner and to be able to bring this fam, as I say, to fruition. Just a brief bit about SATSA, and I mean, you will hear more about it. I mean, we're the Inbound Tourism Association. We represent 1,350 companies on the inbound side of tourism. And we've grown that from around 500 members in 2013 to the current levels. And even in this dark year that we've endured of, in fact, over a year now of being essentially cut off and shut down by COVID, we've managed to increase new members coming into the fold. So we feel as an association, we try and provide value to members on a variety of fronts. But one of the things is that we didn't play in historically, because we used to focus a lot on the lobbying and the sort of big issues, was the whole issue of marketing and connecting. And, you know, just having members that are both suppliers and buyers, it makes perfect sense that SATSA is a vehicle and provides a vehicle in which we can bring these regional mega fams to members and indeed to non-members, so that we try and draw in and try and unearth as many of the hidden gems in the areas that we are focusing on as possible. Just a wee word from me in closing. Our efforts at the moment are principally directed at trying to get ourselves open. And to do that, we need to get ourselves off the red lists in our key source market. So we have embarked on a major lobbying exercise. We've contracted a group of skilled experts who understand the UK political scene, and we are working with them. We have a very good steering committee set up of key SATSA members from various constituencies. We are interacting with our top scientists and economists in that space. And what we are trying to do, guys, is to put forward a case that will enable the decision makers in the UK to have a soft landing and be able to reverse the decision and to get ourselves opened up by October later this year. It's not going to be an easy job. There are very fixed political views on this thing, and I stress and underline political views. The science is not being listened to as the main determinant of how travel decisions are made. There's a lot of disinformation information, but it's our job to cut through that. And as I say, we may well not be successful in this, but it is certainly our job and incumbent on us. And indeed, as South Africans, this is what we do. We don't take things lying down. So we are going into this thing and we are putting all our efforts into this. I'm very pleased to say we've been at this for a little over 10 days. The meetings we've had and the progress report to date are exemplary. The crowd we're dealing with understand decision-making in that market, which has changed over COVID. Used to rely a lot on the Foreign Office, on the High Commissioner here. It's now centered around 6 or 7 people around the UK Prime Minister. So we've got to get to them. You know, it's the same as our lobbying efforts over the last 8 years in South Africa. You've got to understand who the minister responsible is, who his advisors are or her advisors are, and you've got to be able to get a message into those people. And that message is not massive, huge written reports. It's 4 or 5 points on the back of a cigarette box that make sense and can stick and can shift mindset. So in essence, that's what we're involved in. And we will be putting effort into this. We'll be learnings along the way. We will hopefully bleed those into some of our other key source markets. And if we are able to rattle cages there and to shift things, we will indeed endeavor to do so. So that's what we're doing. That's our job. But I wish you guys a really pleasant couple of days. I think this is a stunning initiative. I just want to, from our side, thank my stalwart Lebo, all the work you've done, mate. Really appreciate it. It's so nice having you in our corner and part of our team. And to everybody else, I just wish you happy hunting and enjoy the time ahead. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everybody. Hi, and welcome to the guys that joined through the video. Just to let you know how this will work, we've got a quick welcome from Vanessa Gunden, the Trade Relations Manager at Ugu South Coast Tourism. And then we'll head on to the product presentations from each of our products that are representing today. Paul, thank you very much for your comment. I would love to be able to go down to Shelly Beach Ski Boat Club for some sundowners. So that's one I'll put on my list when I come down to the South Coast again. And yeah, then I'll hand over to Vanessa.
Good afternoon, everyone. As Roland indicated, I'm Vanessa Gounden. This afternoon, I'm going to share some interesting fast facts about the KwaZulu-Natal South Coast. The region boasts 58 beaches, 5 blue flag beaches on the coastal stretch of 120 kilometers from Scottburgh in the north to Port Edward on the south and inland to Harding. 365 days a year destination with 9 months of warm summer and 3 months of perfect winter. Hinterland offerings and breathtaking gorges, forests, farming scenes, which include the Oribi Gorge and the Weza Ngeli Forest, which is past Harding. We are also commonly known as the golf course, as we are home to 11 oceanside golf courses, many of which are in the top 100 in South Africa. We are home to one of South Africa's top and most scenic raceways, which is the Desi South Coast Raceway. 2 of the top 10 shark dive sites in the world, which is Aliwal and the Protea Banks, and they're both marine protected areas. The smallest desert in the world, which is the Red Desert in Port Edward. The lowest coffee estate in the Southern Hemisphere, also known as Beaver Creek. Once a year, the KZN South Coast comes alive with the annual Sardine Run, which gets underway, commonly known as the greatest shoal on earth. For the adventure seekers, we are also known for the longest and the fastest zip line in the Southern Africa, the highest gorge swing in the world up at the Oribi Gorge, the newly established Kwanzamakwe Nature Trail, a rural experience that features rugged 4x4 adventure and hiking opportunities. This is matched by Kwakolo Caves Adventures, a harness system that guides visitors into a previously inaccessible cave, which is adorned by prehistoric paintings and sand people. We also offer all types of accommodation, ranging from camping, 5-star hotels, weddings, and honeymooners' delight. We are also a filmmaker's paradise, offering diverse landscapes, easily accessible, and great infrastructure. The destination is ideal for meetings and corporate think tank getaways, team building venues, as well as ideal incentive groups. We have 1 game reserve and 10 nature reserves. Getting to us is no problem at all. We are easily accessible to travelers by road or air. It's an easy 45-minute drive from Durban along on the KZN South Coast, along on the KZN coastline, and less than 7 hours from Johannesburg. There are domestic and international flights into Kinshasa, which is only an hour-and-a-half drive to Potchefstroom. So I think we are a very accessible destination. So I'd like to suggest, you know what, come and find your paradise on our KZN South Coast. Thank you.
Go. Go where gentle ocean breezes, warm smiles and diverse cultures await you, where the vibe is chilled. Your time is your own, and everything unfolds at its own pace. Go, where this moment meets with every moment that came before it. A place where every interaction and each encounter leaves an indelible mark on you, so that you leave a different person to the one you arrived. Go and find a place where you can truly lose yourself, a place that sets you free, and a place where you can find yourself again. Go to a place that scares you a little, a place that makes you think a little, or a place that's simply little to start with. When you go south, you'll find so much more than you expected, all year round. And after all, how will you ever know you're alive if you never get your pulse racing? Find your rhythm, or venture outside of your comfort zone, just so long as you don't forget how to truly unwind. Whichever you choose, it's a place where business can become pleasure, and pleasure can become business. A place where you're never too young, and definitely never too old to find everything you wanted is right here. Whether this moment is all about friends, family, or every moment that you have left, go south and discover, explore, embrace, and just be. Go south. Visit the south coast of KwaZulu-Natal, paradise of the Zulu kingdom.
Thank you very much, Vanessa, for that great welcome. Guys, and now we can move along to our product presentations. Our first presenter is Shamaine Kotze. Shamaine is from a new forest lodge, a new resort in Gailey Forest. Shamaine, if you want to switch on your camera.
Hello, everybody.
Start your presentation. Hi, Howard. How are you doing?
Good, good.
Good, good. Thanks for joining us today.
No,
I've given
thank
you
you for
permission to share your screen. So I'm just going to stop sharing mine, and then you can share yours.
Okay, so do I need to show you my resort, or is there, are you still going to use the pictures that I sent through? Sorry.
So those little pictures were used in the little brochure that we have distributed. But if you want to share photos and show some photos, yeah, that'll be great. Thanks.
Okay, so let me just get there quickly. Sorry. Yeah, when you must look for those things, you won't find them. Okay. How do I go share screen? Okay. Can you see it?
No, not yet. I don't think you started the screen share part.
Okay,
Yep, there we
and
go.
now? Okay,
Yep,
cool.
coming up.
All right. So yes, there's a couple of pictures of our resort. So I will take you through it as we talk. There we go. All right. So Ngeli is, I think it's your furthest point on the South Coast, is your last hospitality destination on the South Coast route. So we're just outside of Harding. We have 43 rooms, of which some can be converted into a family room where mom and dad can sleep separate from the kids. We have loads of activities. We have a heated pool as well as a normal pool for the summer days. We have a tennis court. We have an 18-hole adventure golf, and rumor has it it's one of the best that people have played. And then we obviously have what we are really famous for is the mountain biking tracks through the indigenous forest, as well as the trails through the indigenous forest. Birding, we have got over 236 different species of birds. So if you do have the time and the patience, which most of us don't, you're more than welcome to come and explore them. We are also one of the biggest conference venues within a 75-kilometer radius around Ngeli. Our rooms can sleep up to 104 people. Obviously, with COVID, it's not that so much so possible because people don't really like to share anymore. We have an active kiddies area where, especially during the holiday times, we run with a kiddies program, entertaining the kids with face masking, games around the pool, trampolining. We also bring in special horses where they can do like little horse rides when we are fairly busy. Yeah, and that's Ngeli in a nutshell. 9 out of 10 times we get the food right. We make a mean burger. We have craft beers, and we have great staff to entertain you. So that's one of our boardrooms. And this is one venue that can seat about 80 people. And this venue can seat 120 people. This is our lovely deck where you can have your meal inside or outside. And that's our rooms from the outside. Is there questions and answers, or is that done? I'm done then.
Cool. That's it. Yeah, guys, if you have got any questions for any of our presenters, you're welcome to reach out to them in the chat box, or just send a chat message to everybody and they can respond directly to you. And then you have also got their contact details from our little brochure that we've distributed to everybody earlier today. And the full brochure will also be with you sometime next week as well. Thank you very much, Charmaine.
Thank you. Thank you for the time.
Cool. Thank you very much for joining us. Guys, yeah, next up, we've got Ian Hulley from Bees Guest Farm. Ian, I can't see. Oh, Ian's just dropped off. He'll join us later again. And unfortunately, David Willie from Kenton B&B, he sent his apologies. He can't make it anymore this afternoon, but like I said, you've got all of their contact details. So next up, I know it's a bit early. Andy Ruffle from Orabi Vulture Viewing Hide. Andy.
Yeah, hi, I'm here. How are you?
Cool, good, thanks, and you?
Lovely.
Andy,
Can you
I've
see
made
me?
you. I can't see you yet. Hold up, I've
Okay,
made you co-host.
video.
Yeah, make you co-host. And I will spotlight you. There we go. I can't see you. I can, however, see a logo that says UCAM4. Please start.
Okay, I don't know what's happening there. I'm basically just going to go straight into a video presentation. So hopefully the share screen.
Yeah, that's been enabled for you, so that's no problems.
Okay. All right. Now, why is I can't actually see a movie maker on this screen, unfortunately.
Is it open on your side? In the
Yeah,
background?
yeah, it's open in the background here.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, maybe let me just close that down and maybe open it up again, see if that works. Rugby Gorge in the hinterland of the Cape.
While you're doing that and getting ready, Andy, I'm just gonna.
Oh, I've got it here now. I've got it here now.
All right, cool. No problems. Go for it.
Let me clear on that. Okay, sorry about that, guys. All new to me, this technology. Okay, hopefully here we go. Are you seeing that screen now?
Yep. Yes. Yeah. You can start playing.
Alright, so why isn't this playing now? Rugby Gorge in the hinterland of the KZN South Coast is renowned for its stunning views and being an adrenaline and nature lover's paradise.
Sorry, Andy. We
What is too well known
we
is
can
the
only
Rugby
see the
Gorge
black
area
screen though.
home to a breeding colony of over 200 endangered Cape. Are we not getting this on the screen, guys?
No, it's just a black screen.
Anything now?
Yeah, still that black screen that we've got that we had earlier.
Rugby Gorge in the hinterland of the KZN South Coast. I don't know why it's not coming through, guys. And being an adrenaline and nature lover's paradise.
No problems. You're welcome to maybe share the video if you've got the video with or in an online format. You can share it in the chat today, or you'll have the contact details of everybody. You can also email them afterwards. But I think in the meantime, you're welcome to chat to us about your product and tell us a bit more about Orabi Vulture Viewing Hide. Okay,
are you actually hearing the narration to the video?
Yes, yeah, we can hear that, yeah.
Okay, maybe if I can just run through that then, and then maybe have a quick chat afterwards. Is that okay?
Cool. Yeah, no worries.
Okay, let's go. Rugby Gorge in the hinterland of the KZN South Coast is renowned for its stunning views and being an adrenaline and nature lover's paradise. But what isn't so well known is the Orabi Gorge area is also home to a breeding colony of over 200 endangered Cape vultures. The Orabi Vulture Viewing Hide project focuses around this colony. Our first hide was opened in February 2014 by the local bird club, and the aim of the project is to create awareness of the plight of vultures and also change people's perceptions of this very misunderstood bird. We had a few ups and downs initially with the first hide burning down within 6 months, but every cloud has a silver lining, and now we have a beautiful hide. So where do we fit into tourism, you may ask? As part of our public awareness campaign, we offer the general public 2-hour guided vulture viewing experience tours. We're also offering special 4-hour sessions for photographers as well. Since its inception back in 2014, I must say we've been absolutely blown away by the reaction from our visitors. We're attracting local, national and international visitors to the area, and people are coming back time and time again. I'm going to go quiet now and just give it a little bit of a taster of what the visits entail. Wingspan or average wingspan of a vulture. What do you think of the smell? It's not even that bad. It's really not bad. And you know, the fact pressure on the scale. Secondly, when it's sweet as nice, there are
Okay, guys, we've got some fairly nice footage of vultures, etc., in this little segment here. And yeah, use your imagination now. The video now is showing the cliff vantage points that we take our visitors to, that overlooks the area where the vultures are roosting. Shame you can't see this, but and now we've got a close-up of the vultures on the ledges and during nesting time. And a lovely segment of, I don't know, we must be looking at about 50 plus vultures at least.
Viewing and photographing opportunities for seeing Cape vulture are absolutely outstanding at this site, and we're actually being told by our visitors that this is probably the best place in Southern Africa to see this species of bird. We're actually now ranked number 3 on TripAdvisor out of 18 things to do in Port Shepstone, and our TripAdvisor listing posts really just speak for themselves. Many of our international visitors are actually saying that this experience has been one of the highlights of their tour to South Africa. So there we are, guys. That's the Oroby Vulture Viewing Hide project at Oroby Gorge. Just to finish off, we do need to stress that all the activities need to be booked in advance. The site isn't actually open for the general public on a day-to-day basis. Thanks very much.
Okay, well, there we go, guys. I hope you sort of got the gist there, and apologies that we didn't have any video on there.
No problem. Thank you very much, Andy. And some good points there at the end regarding the hours of operation of the viewing hide. So thanks for that. Again, you can share your video with all the presenters and everybody here today afterwards. So no problem.
Okay, that's wonderful. Thanks very much.
Cool, no worries. Vanessa, we've got a question in the chat section. I'm not sure if you've seen that. Question from Cecilia. Where is the new established trail in the South Coast mentioned by Vanessa, and how long is it?
Okay, I'll respond, Roland.
Cool, great. You can actually respond verbally if you want. Then everybody has got it if you'd like. Otherwise, you can respond later in the chat, so that's no probs.
Okay, I'll respond on the chat, thanks.
Cool, no probs, no problems. Next up, we've got Executive Guesthouse. I couldn't see the name on my list who's representing Executive Guesthouse. Tenzin. Tenzin, if you're here, just put up your hand or activate your video so that we can start. Otherwise, Lake Eland Game Reserve, Willie Brits, if you are here. Oh, Mbali, are you representing Executive Guest House? You can unmute yourself. Mbali, I see you have got your name, your hand up. Mbali, can you hear us? Just unmute yourself. Okay, I think we'll move on. Yeah, so Lake Eland Game Reserve or Executive Guest House, are you here? Oh, Mbali's unmuted yourself. Mbali, do you want to chat to us? You are welcome to reach out in the chat box to me. Here we go. Oh, Mbali says that she can hear me, but her mic doesn't work. Mbali, I can make you a host. If you want to share a presentation with us, you're welcome to do that. But I think for now, we're going to move on to either Lake Eland or Lazy Living, if they are here, and we can sort you out and give you a chance just after these products. So Lake Eland Game Reserve or Lazy Living, either of you here today? Okay, for now, we'll move on and we'll get back to those who would still like to present. I've got a little video of Paul Jeffries and Oribi Gorge Wildfire Extreme Adventures. So I'm going to share my screen quickly. Paul's joining us via his phone. So I'm going to play his video for him and then he'll just chat to us afterwards.
I want to cry.
It's okay.
What do you call a ride that shoves you into a 540-foot gorge?
Going from this to, oh my God, I'm gonna die.
The wilds of South Africa. On a ride that would have Tarzan shaking in his loincloth. But while that feral dude inspired dozens of novels, this swing is one of a kind and mental.
It's the only place that it's acceptable for a guy to scream like a girl.
The wild swing. Hauling oats at 75 miles per hour, flailing into a 540-foot deep canyon. It's the highest gorge swing in the world.
You kind of think you know what you're expecting. When you do it, the expectations go out the window.
Let me go.
It's a lot worse than what you thought it was.
Yeah.
You standing back. You
Imagine,
jump.
I want a future.
That was so interesting. Oh my God.
What'll it take for you to get a shot? Courage!
Thank you, Roland. Can you hear me?
Yes, yeah, we can hear you, Paul. I'm just going to spotlight you so that everybody can see you and you can go. Thanks for the cool video.
Pleasure. Yeah. get the pulse racing a bit on a Friday afternoon. So Roland, yeah, thanks. Wildflower Adventures, as you've heard earlier, is situated on the edge of the Orubi Gorge, about an hour and 20 minutes drive south of Durban. Our activities, especially the gorge swing that you just seen, are really a life-changing experience for some. And each person that jumps is given a certificate. And on the certificate is a quote that we put on there, which says, "Come to the edge," he said. "We are afraid," they said. "Come to the edge," he said. "We are afraid," they said. "Come to the edge," he said again. So they did, and he pushed them, and they flew. And that's how people feel when they leave after jumping with us. Being an adventure company for the last 24 years, we're one of the pioneers of adventure tourism inside South Africa and obviously on the South Coast, and been running since 1997. We offer a range of activities ranging from the mild through to the wild, although all of them will get your pulse racing and adrenaline flowing. We've also been a recipient of the SA Tourism Annual Lilazela Award for Best Experience on numerous occasions. Our biggest attraction, the Wild Swing, is the highest of its kind in the world at 165 meters. So just over my shoulder here is where you jump off and swing through the bottom. I must also just point out that my office, which I'm not in at the moment, is about right there as well. So we've got an office with a view. One aspect that sets the swing apart from others around the world is that the jump site is located on the edge of Lewis Waterfall, which in the picture here isn't flowing during the drought, but it is now. And that waterfall cascades 165 meters into a pool below. So we aren't jumping off a man-made structure like a bridge or something like that. It's also very popular and has got a lot of time through social media. It's a social media ability, for want of a better word, is very popular. And also in keeping with the South Coast's theme of value for money destination, it's the highest swing in the world at the lowest cost. And although it seems really extreme, it's actually far more comfortable than it looks. The jumper is strapped into a full body harness, and we only hit to the bottom. We hit a maximum of 1.8 Gs, just under 2 Gs. So you feel basically twice your body weight going through. And that load is spread across the back of your legs, your waist, the back of your waist, throughout your whole back and your shoulders. So it's actually very gentle. The oldest person we've had jump was 84 years old, and the youngest has been 5 years. We are also open to people with disabilities. We've had quite a few quadriplegics and paraplegics that have been able to enjoy the swing. Our guides, they're very experienced and skilled, and they're there to guide the client through every step of the process to ensure their safety and to offer enthusiastic moral support to the jumper, because jumping off a 55-story high waterfall is no small feat. Then other activities that we have are a short zip line across the face of Lewis Fall. We have a 110-meter abseil that goes down the cliff face right here to the bottom of the waterfall. There's an 84-meter suspension bridge, which cuts across the cleft in the gorge to the left of my head. And we have we offer team building packages. We can put any package together that will suit the client's needs. And paintball, we have a themed paintball arena with a crashed aeroplane and vehicles and other props in it. It's quite exciting. So basically, there's no better setting for someone to become the hero in their very own story. Yeah, something significant happens when people face their fears with us. And it's what's kept me going for the last 24 years running the same business. They experience a turning point. It's a realization that they are far more courageous than they actually realized. And that they have an inner strength to overcome adversity. And it's become even more important in the last 18 months of our lives. For us, every day is tremendously rewarding to see the expression on our clients' faces when they leave, having made this personal discovery. So Any more information, our website, www.wild5adventures, everything is there, videos, rates, the whole lot. If anybody wants any more information, they can email me on the information that you've sent out. Roland and Satsa, thank you very much for the opportunity and the initiative that you guys have put together. Thanks. That's me. Over and out.
Cool. Thank you very much, Paul. Just activating my video there. Thank you very much. And it's again for your nice video. Guys, next up we had Ian Hulley from Bees Guest Farm, but he's having some difficulty joining. He's up and down. So we're going to move over to Mfundo from Lazy Living. Mfundo, if you can activate your video, we're looking forward to hearing from you. Thanks. Mfundo? I can see Mfundo's here.
Yes.
Yes, there we go. Cool. I can't see you yet, but I can hear you. Just activate your video for me.
My video. Yes.
There we go. Thank you.
Yes. Main director of Lazy Living, situated in Harding, 1 kilometer from the Harding Center Mall. It is actually situated in a mountainous country with beautiful scenic views, especially after snowfalls. There are also some arts and crafts studio nearby which showcase local talent. It is a convenient location next to a dam, allows for boating, fishing. Other facilities include swimming pool, your horse riding, tour guide, leading to Ingeli Forest Lodge on request or on private or personal security for outdoor activities. Suitable for both choices for business and leisure travelers alike. We have got so nice tropical garden with home animals. And the whole house is tasteful, decorated with contemporary furniture, creating a classy look. The guest lounge with the soft furnishings welcomes every guest to either unwind with a book or just kick back and converse. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mfundo. I just deactivated your video there because you had some problem with the data coming through.
Yes.
But thank you very much for joining us, guys. And a quick reminder that you've got Mfundo and everybody else's details if you'd like to get in touch with them afterwards in the little brochure. Next up, we've got Mbali. Mbali is representing Executive Guesthouse, who we had to skip earlier. But Mbali, over to you. I'm just going to make you a co-host if you'd like to share something with us and spotlight you there so that everybody can see you.
Okay. Hi, can everyone hear me?
Yes, yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, finally, at least. Okay, I'm very sorry. I had a presentation available. I decided to log on to my phone. And since I've already had a little bit of issues, I don't want to waste anyone's time. Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Mbali Shazi. I'm the manager at the Executive Guest House. And I just wanted to present about our guest house. So I'm going to be looking at the presentation just so that I can follow. But we are a 4-star property in Harding on Holman Street, which is 3 streets down from the town center, which is very convenient as it is a small town, but it is a bit easier to get around if you're close by. We have 7 rooms in total. so we can host about 14 people because we do 2 people a room. Our price range is between 600 Rand to 1,400, all including breakfast. Each room that we have is named after surrounding rivers in KZN. We do allow kids, we don't allow pets. All the rooms are fitted with queen beds, a work desk, a TV, a flat screen TV, DSTV, obviously, a mirror, tea and coffee station. And unfortunately, we actually do have some bedrooms that are not ensuite bathrooms, but most are. And some will have both a shower and a tub, and some will only have a tub or only have a shower. We are also very lucky to have an outbuilding because we are actually over 2 properties. So we do have an outbuilding that we save for more of a group. If there are people that are traveling together so that they can be together, they'll be sharing. There's a kitchen, a lounge that they can use all together. We do offer meals, but this would be the property that we use for for self-catering, and that houses about 10 people in total, and it's 5 rooms in total, also fitted and furnished with the same amenities that I mentioned for the rooms in the top building. We do have a pool. We have a lovely patio where you can relax. We have a communal lounge. We don't obviously encourage it being used at the moment because of our current situation and the pandemic, but it is available for a few people at a time. We have a conference room that houses 10 people. We do have a maximum of 30, but we've lowered that because of the size. It's very small because of the pandemic, obviously. And we have a dining room, a private dining room, and we also have a dining court. The dining court is where we'll serve our breakfast, and we serve cereals and hot breakfast. We used to do a buffet, but we don't anymore. We do plated. And I mentioned the pool again already. We have a lovely huge garden. It's Roman style. We have hosted weddings. We've got parking space. We can house about 10 cars in our front entrance parking space. And then we also have room if there's an event. We do have room at the bottom garden where a bunch of cars can park. And then we also have outbuilding bathrooms for events. So yes, that's me. It would be more interesting and tantalizing with with pictures, but unfortunately I don't have any of that available for you. If anyone is interested in seeing what Little Harding has to offer, I do boast. I feel like we are a bit of the 5-star property, even though we are 4-star in Harding, but we have a lot of support from surrounding BNBs, and we're grateful for all the outflow that you always bring to us, and we're very proud of being part of Ugu Tourism. Thank you very much, Roland.
Awesome. Thank you very much for your nice presentation, Body. And again, you can share those pictures and anything else that you'd like to share with everybody after the event. So thank you very much. Guys, then we've got 3 more presenters to come. I just want to make sure that Billy Brits from Lake Eland Game Reserve is not on the call. And then we are waiting for Bees Guest Farm and Ian Hully, if he's here. And then we've got Sharon Moodley from The Gorgeous View. I have seen Sharon Moodley. Sharon, if you would like to unmute yourself.
Hi, Roland. Good afternoon to you and good afternoon to everybody else. I'm actually going to stop my video profile. I'm a little bit nervous. It's my first presentation, so do excuse me. So I'm going to cut myself off and go to share screen.
That's no problem. Thanks for joining us.
Okay. The front page is the introduction. The Gorgeous View, a uniquely soothing country oasis nestled in the midst of the sugarcane fields and macadamia plantation with the gorgeous views of the Orobi Crans encircling the farms in the far north to west direction. Watch the sunset say goodnight as it ends its dance behind the Orobi Crowns. The gorgeous view is a B&B dining, bar, conferencing, and function establishment. Where will you find us? We are centrally situated. We are 3 kilometers from the nature reserve, the jewel of the hinterland, ideal for bird watchers, hikers, and picnickers. A distance of approximately plus minus 25 kilometers from the surrounding establishments, like Lake Eland, Leopard Rock, etc., and the coastal towns of Port Shepstone, Shelley Beach, and Margate. What makes us special? As you can see from my list, what makes us special that we can afford and the attractions around us. We are the perfect stopover for any business person and weary traveler, for the thirsty and hungry traveler in a hurry with no long deviations. Enjoy our accommodations or restaurant. We are also great for family day trips, delicious foods, and plenty of activities for the kids to keep themselves entertained. My next slide. Sorry. Okay, my next slide is on the accommodation. We have 20 affordable bed and breakfast accommodations. The rooms have a sun deck that almost surrounds the upper floor with an intercom to connect you to the reception. We also offer self-catering accommodation in paddock. The accommodation is reasonable, especially for the traveler that's on a tight budget, and also for the businessman that's also got an allowance which he has to use for accommodation and food, etc. Then we have our children's play area. And here I'd like to point out one or two things. If you look where my arrow is, we've got the N2. So we are parallel to the N2. And then on this end here, we've got a little dam, and we've got a nice play area for the children. So the parents can relax on the east deck of the restaurant, watching the kids play in the play area while they enjoy their meals. You can't see it on the screen, but on this side, we've got a little meadow that has our goats there. Sometimes you do see them, sometimes you don't, but they are available whenever people are here to see. They graze around on the little hillside meadow. It reminds me of Heidi a little bit. Then the next one is our foods. We have a menu that will suit all taste buds. At the end of every month, we have a buffet. We also cater for your events. We can tailor make your menu for your function according to your request. And then we go to the function, our floor space, and the function. The gorgeous view is noted for its weddings and functions, indoors and outdoors, fresh air and a beautiful garden pavilion for those who want an open garden wedding. We also cater for baby showers, birthdays, graduations, anniversaries, and conferences. Wedding packs of 120, but we can cater for up to 200. Conference can cater up to 70 packs. The picture that my arrow is on now is a very recent picture we had of a birthday dinner celebration. This is a wedding where we had, before COVID, we had 250 packs, and this is what the garden looks like. It's quite open for a garden wedding. And then to my last page, we are talking about sunset sundowners. Well, as you can see, we've got a sunrise, which is quite spectacular. On the left, and then the right side, we've got the sunset. So if you want to enjoy a sundowner, our bar has a long deck that surrounds it right through to the restaurant side, and you can choose any spot to watch the sunset. It's actually quite warm with the wall blocking you on the one side and looking out over the fields, the sugarcane plantation, the macadamia over the dam, and far in the distance is your Orobi Crowns. So maybe you could come down to us here and enjoy a sundowner. Also, we have all COVID protocols adhered to. So we do adhere to that. And yeah, that's the end of my presentation. Do you have any questions?
Thank you very much, Sharon. Guys, If you've got any questions for Sharon, you're welcome to unmute yourself or just reach out to her in the chat. There has been a couple of questions from some of our buyers to the suppliers directly in the chat areas, but you're welcome to reach out to them in the chat or afterwards with their contact details from the booklet. I see Mbali has also put her contact details in the chat area. And I think it was Ursula. Ursula, if you want to get in touch with Mbali afterwards, that'll be great. Guys, I think that's because we've received notice from Willie at Lake Eland Game Reserve. Unfortunately, struggling to connect. Seems that we've had our fair share of technical problems over these 2 weeks. But again, you've got their contact details, and you can reach out to them, have a look on their websites, and get any details and get in touch with them directly should you feel like you have to, or should you feel that you need to. Graham, if I can hand over to you if you're here. Graham Watson is the chapter leader for SATSA in KZN. I have got a video, so I will play that video quickly for you guys just before we end.
It's Graham Watson here. I'm the chapter chair of KZN for SATSA, and I just want to thank you all for taking the time to learn a bit more about the south coast of our wonderful province, KwaZulu-Natal, and add some properties and activities to your portfolio. I know that it's been tough times for all of us in the travel industry, but please note that we are all standing together and we are all trying to get through this time as best we can. And as SATSA, we will do everything we can to support you and your business, so please reach out to us if you need. I can be reached on Graham, that's Graeme, at kusaafrica.com, KUSAafrica.com, should you need anything, and I can take that through to the head office and we can discuss further. But please note that, as I said, we're all standing together, and thank you so much for taking the time to learn a bit more about the south coast of KwaZulu-Natal. A lot of people appreciate being able to have this forum to train you on their product, so we can get that out to the population of South Africa as well as the international tourists, which we are all very much looking forward to coming back. So thank you once again for your time from Graham here in sunny Durban, KwaZulu-Natal, and we hope to see you on the south coast soon. Thanks again, everybody. Bye.
There we go. Thank you, everybody. That brings us to the end. Of our Ugu South Coast Tourism Virtual Fams. Again, thank you very much from the SATSA team. Thank you from the South Coast Tourism team for joining us over the last 4 events and the last 2 weeks. Like Graham said there, we're looking forward to working closely with everybody, and we're looking forward to the days when tourism is picking up, which will hopefully be soon.